Hi, as a dermatologist and dermatologic surgeon especially, my original expertise is in diagnosing and treating skin cancer, especially surgically and especially on the face, and handling the restoration and reconstruction of the skin after removing the skin cancer, which has given me a major edge in understanding the face as I have developed my aesthetic procedures, and that over the years have developed into properly restoring the face and avoiding that facelift and making people look natural and beautiful. And on a daily basis, I encounter patients that show me lesions, or I actually find that they have a high risk of skin cancer, and I ask them to check their back on other areas. And I often encounter moles that need to be biopsied, or frankly, skin cancers that need to be taken care of, and I do that in my clinics. This last week was particularly interesting in that I was able to diagnose melanomas in two separate patients. One that came for a follow-up of a beautiful hair transplant that was done on his head. When I did his transplant, I had recognized two lesions that were pre-malignant. And when I saw him 8 months later, I said, let me check you again. And I was able to find a melanoma on his chest. Another person, younger, in his mid-30s, who came for his daughter to show me a birthmark on her face. And then he said, I have this thing on my leg. I said, you know what, we need to remove it. It was a mole that has changed with time, changed colors. And the next day we had removed it, and this one also turned out to be a melanoma. Fortunately for both of them, their melanomas are still in their early stages, and both of them will have tremendous high cure rates because their melanomas were handled on time, fortunately for them. So my key point here is that skin cancer happens, risk is higher as we grow in time, especially in people who have a lot of sun exposure or family history. As a dermatologist, I'm able to diagnose those lesions. So if you have lesions that are changing, that are growing, that are bleeding, bring them up to your doctors, get maybe yearly skin examinations. And if you're coming for a dermatology consultation, especially if it's aesthetic, make sure you ask your doctor to check anything that is changing on your skin, because you never know. It might save your life.